Hello, researchers and scientists. Today we're going to look at part of the book, Life Science Stories, Adaptation and Survival. So we've learned that people study science because they are curious about the natural world. Today we will read another nonfiction reference text about how different types of animals have adapted over thousands of years. But first, I want to take a second to think about what we already know or believe about our topic of study. So take a second. What are some things that you've learned already about how animals can adapt and survive? Think about your animal you're researching or some of the ones that we've shared and learned about together. I'm going to give you a second too. If you want to jot down any questions that you may have, now's a good time to do that too. I want to stop here and take a look at the table of contents. They've got some pretty interesting titles on the table of contents. Ways to Survive, Great White Killer, Giraffe Meals, Owl Flight, Monkey Moves, love that alliteration, Crocodile Smile, Racing Cat, Chameleon Color, Snow Bear, Spider's Trap, Snake Attack, Zebra Journey, Changing World, and then some of my nonfiction text features. I've got a glossary, an area for more information, and my index. I'm going to start by taking just a slight little text walk. Let's take a look. I kind of wonder when I look at this, it's under the Ways to Survive heading. Why is that bird's throat red and swollen? What do you think? Whew, I wonder why that giraffe's neck is so long. And I wonder why these animals are all so white. Go back and start reading. So often we think we know facts about a topic, and sometimes what we know might be a misconception or a misunderstanding. So as we read today, I want you to think about things that you think you already know about adaptations and survival, and see if you can confirm those facts and clarify your understanding, or if you're still wondering things. And a good strategy when you're reading is you can use sticky notes to put your wonderings. And if you're reading digitally, you can stop and jot on sticky notes or in your notebook. Ways to survive. Animals must change in order to stay alive in their habitat. This is called adaptations. The change could be to the animal's body or the way in which it behaves. Adaptations can help an animal to hunt, eat, move, find a mate, or protect itself. Different types of animals have adapted in different ways over thousands of years. Meet the mole. Moles have adaptations that help them to survive underground. They have sharp claws for digging tunnels in the soil. They also have a large nose to smell where earthworms are and sharp teeth to hold on to the worms when they catch them. Can you see this mole's tiny eyes? Moles do not need to see well because they live in the dark. True story, the frigate bird. Frigate birds are adapted to life in the air. Their 6-foot wingspan helps them swoop down to snatch fish from the ocean and fly off again. They are great flyers, but cannot walk or swim well. They only land on cliffs to rest or find a mate. Male frigate birds have another amazing adaptation. They can blow up their red throat pouch like a balloon to attract a female. This black male bird has inflated its bright red throat pouch to get itself noticed. And we're going to learn too that the color red is very important in nature. The great white killer. The great white shark is an awesome hunter and one of the most successful predators in the ocean. This enormous shark has many adaptations for hunting. Fast and furious. The great white shark has an amazing sense of smell. It can sense a single drop of blood in the water from 3 miles away. Its torpedo-like body helps it to swim at speeds of up to 15 miles per hour. Its powerful tail can push it upward so fast it can knock prey out of the water. And again, we notice here that predators and prey are bold-faced. I bet I will find them in my glossary, but we know that predators are animals that eat other animals, and prey is what they are looking to attack or eat. Great white sharks have 300 razor-sharp, jagged teeth to grab and tear prey. When teeth wear out, new ones grow in their place. Survival story, colored to kill. Okay, so I like this. We're learning about adaptations, and then we're also learning about what some of these cool colors do as adaptations. Great white sharks have a gray back and a white belly. This coloring is called countershading. It is a type of camouflage, an adaptation that helps the shark to sneak up on prey. The top half of the shark is dark. When prey look down from above, the shark blends in with the dark waters below. The bottom half is light. When prey look up from below, the shark blends in with the sunlit waters above it. This shark's coloring means that by the time most animals realize the shark is near, it's too late. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, here's our giraffe and his long neck again. Let's see what's going on here. Giraffe Meals. One of the giraffe's favorite foods are leaves from acai trees. Acai trees have hard, sharp thorns that stop most animals from eating them. So why can giraffes eat them? So even that is an adaptation on the plant. Those large, sharp thorns are to keep animals from eating the plant so it can continue to grow and multiply. Amazing tongue. A giraffe's tongue is adapted to get around this thorny problem. It is 18 inches long and can reach around the thorns to get to the leaves. The tongue grasps onto the leaves and plucks them from the tree. The giraffe's mouth also makes lots of thick, sticky spit called saliva. This covers any thorns the giraffe might swallow to stop them from hurting the animal's insides. Giraffes have purple and black tongues. Scientists think that this color protects their tongues from sunburn when reaching for leaves. A giraffe's neck is around 6 feet long. It has just 7 bones in it, the same number found in the neck of a person. However, the giraffe's bones are much bigger. Each is 10 inches long. It's almost the size of your ruler, so that's pretty cool. They have the same amount of bones we do. Their bones are just longer. Survival story. There are food fights. There are lots of plant eaters in the grasslands where giraffes live. Giraffes have developed a long neck so they can eat leaves high in the trees, where most other plant eaters cannot reach. This adaptation means they do not have to compete with many other animals for food. Being tall also protects giraffes. From up high, they can see hungry lions up to 20 miles away. So they are the prey for those hungry lions. Oh, and here are our owls and our white animals. Owl flight. The owl is an awesome nighttime hunter. It has adapted to fly almost silently through the air. Owls catch small animals on the ground. At night, these prey animals use sound to tell if a predator is near. Owls use the skill of silent flight to catch their prey. Silent and deadly. The owl is able to fly in silence because of the design of its feathers. Owls have large feathers with jagged edges that soften the sound of the flapping wing. The feathers are also coated in a velvety smooth cover which soaks up sound. This lets the owl silently swoop down on its prey. Owls have very sharp beaks, which they use to rip the flesh off prey. Their incredible eyesight helps them to see prey animals in the dark. True story, the snowy owl. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Snowy owls are beautiful birds of prey that live in cold places such as northern Canada and Alaska. They have adapted to their snowy home by becoming almost white in color. This camouflages the bird against the snow and allows it to stalk prey in the air almost unnoticed. This snowy owl has excellent eyesight. It can even see white animals such as this Arctic fox hiding in the snow. So the Arctic fox is white to blend in with the snow. That's a type of camouflage. But snowy owl's eyesight is so good, it can still see those cute foxes. Monkey moves. Love the alliteration here. Spider monkeys are the tumblers of the rainforest. They swing between trees, eating fruits, nuts, eggs, and spiders. Living in the treetops means they do not have to compete with many other animals for food and space. So kind of like how the giraffe could reach those taller branches so it didn't have to compete with other animals, the monkeys hang out in the trees. Not all animals can do that. Swinging along. The spider monkey has long arms with hook-like hands and long fingers for swinging through the trees. Its strong tail can twist and grip as tightly as its hands. A rough patch of skin at the end of the tail helps it to grip tightly too. By swinging from its tail, the monkey keeps its hands free to pick up food. Spider monkeys rest high up in the trees. They also sleep in the trees to keep safe from any predators below. Spider monkeys got their name because they look a little like spiders when they hang from their tails. Future story, forest in danger. Spider monkeys are in danger. They need large areas of tall forest to survive. They are losing their homes to farming, and many trees are being cut down for wood. Spider monkeys are also hunted by people for food. The monkeys call noisily to each other between the trees, which makes them an easy target. So they're loud, and that's how their predators find them. Crocodile Smile. Have you ever heard the saying, never smile at a crocodile? When a crocodile shows its teeth, it's not smiling back at you. It's getting ready to bite. And a crocodile's bite can be deadly. Killer jaws. The crocodile's mouth is adapted to grab and tear its prey. The crocodile uses its strong jaws and its 60 deadly teeth to grab prey and drag it underwater to drown it. It then spins its own body to tear chunks of meat from its victim. Whew, that sounds like a pretty crazy way to go. Every one of these teeth is hollow. There's a new tooth growing inside it ready for use once the old ones wear out. A crocodile may go through 3,000 teeth in its lifetime. Survival story. Suit of armor. The crocodile has armor-like skin. It is covered in bony scales that overlap like the tiles on a roof. The scales protect the crocodile from scraping its skin on rocks or the ground. They also protect it from attacks by animals that might otherwise try to eat it. Crocodiles can bask lazily on riverbanks without fear of an attack. Few animals dare to attack an animal protected by sharp teeth and a suit of armor. Racing cat. The cheetah is the fastest runner in the whole animal world. Its body is adapted to move very quickly over short distances. That is how it catches gazelle and other prey that other animals can't keep up with. So that's their adaptation. They can run so fast they can get some of the prey that slower animals can't. Built for speed. The cheetah has a small head and narrow body. This gives it the perfect shape for speed. Its long legs and bendy backbone help it to take extra long strides. Its legs are powered by strong muscles, and its long tail helps it to balance and steer when making fast turns. The claws on its feet are hard and sharp. They grip the ground better than running shoes as the cheetah races along. Cheetahs can run at 70 miles per hour. That's as fast as a car on a freeway. And in a lot of places, that's actually going over the speed limit. Can you see the long line of black fur that runs from the cheetah's eyes to its mouth? Scientists think this helps to stop glare from the sun during daytime hunting. And if you've ever watched football, sometimes they put a little black under their eyes for the same reason. Survival story, master of disguise. A cheetah hunts by day when prey animals keep a careful lookout for danger. The color of the cheetah's fur and its spotted markings help it to blend in with the tall grass. This makes it harder for prey to see it coming. So not only can they run fast, they can also disguise themselves. Scientists often learn about the natural world through reading. They also learn from firsthand experiences and or their observations. There are plants and animals all around us. We can observe the plants and animals in our own neighborhoods and take notes. It's important to take good notes, reflecting on what we know or think we know, what we are wondering, and what we have learned from our reading, observations, and firsthand research. Go ahead and take a second to think about some of the new facts you've learned. You can even go ahead and jot them down now in your field study notebook. What did you learn? What are you still wondering? I'll give you a moment. In life science stories, adaptation and survival, we have learned how many different animals have adapted to their environments. And I'm curious too, I want you to leave this thinking about what similarities or differences did you find to the animal you're studying? Off you go, researchers.